Ladies and gentlemen, no real Cormani McClain update from me, but Mr. Matt B. Great, a particular bald-headed, slick Ricky, a gentleman with amazing high school tales to tell about his football journeys, has covered the Cormani McClain situation, but he covered it in a different way. He seems to be claiming that Cormani McClain wants to go to Colorado. When we watched the video and we covered the things, we came to the conclusion that Cormani McClain, he was probably just at the game. He lives in Florida, XYZ. Even some of the people in my comments, which we will also read in this video, y'all were talking about how, yeah, it's pretty common to go down there. But then I also had some people in my comments talking about, man, nobody goes to UCF games, man. He was just doing that for attention. So a lot of mixed signals from you guys. So we're going to see what Matty B. Great has to say about it. Look at your guys' comments and maybe watch a little bit of Colorado's practice, see what Dion has to say and how he seems to be coaching, and see what I guess Cormani's missing out on. So let's hear what Matty B. Grizzly has to say about the situation.
A tale of a young man who is ruining his career in live current time right in front of our own eyes. I've said this before about the situation. It's really sad. We'll talk more about that in this video, I'm sure of, but it's also really fascinating. It intrigues me just as much as anybody else. His fall off has got to be studied, and it's got to be used as an example of 101 what not to do when you make it to the next level, and the next level being college football. You know exactly who we're about to talk about, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cormani McClain. Ah, yes, good old Cormani McClain. Where do you even begin? I am not going to sit up here and give you the entire backstory. Most of you know what has led us up until this point. If you don't know, I got some good and bad news for you. The good news is we've made a ton of other videos talking about him and covering his situation and what's been going on the past couple of years. So feel free to check those out. The bad news is I'm not going over all that in this video. Sorry, I'm not sorry. It's not fair to all the people that have been keeping up with their Cormani lore to go over all that info.
Yeah, look, quick summary. He was with Colorado, high star, 5-star ranking, comes into Colorado, gets switched from Miami, had problems going to Miami. Then he gets to Colorado, doesn't get to play. Colorado says, hey, it's because he doesn't show up, doesn't go to practice, doesn't do what he needs to do. Then offseason transfers to Florida, and now he's not even on the depth chart and presumably redshirting this season. Gotcha. That's all you need to know.
A YouTube video where he pretty much just bashes Colorado and Coach Prime, says he doesn't want to play for clicks and views, enters a portal, and nobody goes to meetings, workouts, and etc. The list goes on and on and on. Florida winds up disciplining, saying the newest new updates before this one is at Florida, he couldn't even get listed on the depth chart. So it's not even like he was a backup, a second or third string. Was at the UCF Colorado football game. I'm going to say that one more time. Cormani McClain was at the UCF Colorado football game. No, your TV or device.
I just want to say, Matt B. Grizzly, Mr. Matt, you are the king. We are 4 minutes in, and we haven't even got to new information.
This isn't fooling you. You heard me correctly one more time. Cormani McClain was at the Colorado football game. You want to know why I know this? It's not because I have some unreal and great source. It's not because someone saw him there and told me. It's because Cormani told everybody on his Instagram. We'll get to that in just a second because I'm probably going to go on a major rant and tangent involving that. And oh, what do you know? He wound up deleting it because more likely you know somebody at Florida either called him or texted him like, dude, what are you doing? Delete that. I was about to say, Cormani, what are you thinking? But then I realized you're not thinking. Questions like, number one, why were you at the game? And number two, why did you want to go to the game? And number three, why did you post about it?
And maybe this is me. Maybe I'm just too much of a. And I think me and Matt are actually around the same age. I don't know. Look, this dude's a young dude. He's like 20 something, 21, 22 years old. So I can imagine him being a little silly. But even if it wasn't, I'm not getting where Matt's getting. Maybe he's gonna explain himself. Maybe I'm not getting it. I don't get the super negative ramifications of being at a Colorado game. We get so hard on people and kids for doing and making decisions and yada yada. Why can't he make positive decisions now? Why can't, after being benched and, you know, having a red shirt and having to sit a year, why can't he, okay, well, let me go watch some football. Let me go watch my previous teammates. I know it might have ended not in the best ways, but, you know, I'm still reminiscing about those situations. And, you know, a gentleman can't show his regret. He hasn't said anything negative about him. He hasn't done whatever. So, but we'll let Matt get to it. Let's go into it.
Like Cormani, I'm rooting for you. I really am, and I think everybody else is, but you're making it hard, brother. You knew good and well if you showed up to the Colorado football game, a team in which you got a history with, it was going to stir up some problems on social media. You knew that. But to put the cherry on top, you then make it known to the public. I guess just showing up wasn't good enough because nobody recognized them and nobody leaked it. So you take it.
Okay. Okay. Like, stirring up social media, I guess because people are like have no lives and they're like obsessed with him. Yeah, I guess. But it's crazy to me that him going to the UCF Florida game it is like such what would even prompt that. And I get it, he has a history, he has XYZ. And he knew what he was doing. I do say that. But do I think it was as bad as to be like, oh, well, I can't go against you. I can't support you. This is such a bad look. I don't think it's a bad look. To be honest, I think it's a good look. I think it's not like I'm not hiding. Like, what, y'all want me to hide from Colorado? I made a bad decision. I wasn't, or even what we perceive to be a bad decision, it might not be a bad decision to him. Hey man, I made my decision. I'm sitting in my decision that I got. It might not be a good one. It might not be a good one. But I'm sitting in my decision I got. You know what I'm saying? Let me watch some football. Let me see how Colorado has improved. Let me see what I have missed out. Maybe I did make a bad judgment call. All I'm saying is that, and I don't think Matt he's not wrong. He's not wrong that people clearly made a big deal about it. And even in my comments, you're going to see people are very harsh on him and saying this and that and all these awful things. And it's like, I agree. All those things he did were bad. All those things that he did, all the playing for clicks and stuff like that. It was crazy because so many people were on his side. And it's crazy to see everybody flip and realize the truth. And especially because because Colorado's winning and Cormani McClain can't even find a spot on a roster. It does make things look a little silly. But I look at it in a different way. I look at it as young men being dummies, right? I'm a young man. I've been a dummy before. I've seen other young men be dummies. So if he a dummy, it's gonna be okay. But I don't think this move was as bad as the video. Like, the video was absurd. The video was next level insanity. How dare you do that? That is all time bridge burning. But this almost feels like he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, rebuild a bridge, possibly. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to be optimistic about it, I don't think that bridge can be built back by Instagram posts. But let's
into your own hands and say, all right, I'm gonna tell the world I'm at the game, and you post it on Instagram. And I know the answer as to why would he post this on social media. We've talked about it before. He loves attention. He's just like a girl. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation.
He definitely didn't want attention. I'm not denying that. He 100% wanted attention. Is that a negative thing? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He said he like a girl. I'm not sure if that's like a girl. A lot of dudes, like a lot of people like attention, dog. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's a girl thing. I think if he acted in a certain way about it, you know what I'm saying, and he lies about it, like he seems to be, maybe we can start talking about, but as opposed to just, you know what I'm saying, wanting attention. I mean, hey, he likes the attention. He likes to be showing up. Anybody who posts Instagram pictures likes attention. Okay, let's just get that out the way. But no, he definitely knew what he was going to be doing there.
He can't get enough attention. That's what social media is. Why else are you posting this on your story? You're not getting some financial gain from it or anything like that. You love attention. You love it. You wanted people to know that you're at the Colorado, your former team's football game. That's all there is to it. And then you got people in the comments saying, bro's supposed to be on that field. No, he's not. People that don't work hard in this life, they're not supposed to be on the football field. And I'm glad this comment was written because these are the type of people that hype Cormani up. These are the type of people he has surrounded himself with. Yes, men. Cormani is not supposed to be on that field, and college has treated him a valuable lesson. You don't deserve anything in this life. You have to go out there and earn it. I'll give you a good example. Shedeur Sanders and Shiloh Sanders, the son of Deion Sanders, one of the greatest athletes of all time, they still get up and work their butts off every single day. If they feel like they got to do it, you for sure do. Like, you know what I mean? Shiloh and Shedeur are just insanely gifted and talented from the jump. They got a head start on everybody else, and they're still outworking their competition. But Cormani has this brainwashed mentality of, oh, I was a 5-star recruit in high school. I can just chill, not show up, and everyone's going to bow down to me. But no, that's not how life works. You know what this is, right? Cormani knows he effed up, and he's I'll go to the Colorado game this weekend, see if I made a good choice. And if they get blown out, that will validate my feelings. And yeah, not good for him. Colorado wound up going in there.
Now, this, Matt, I think this is the most 100% right thing he said. I think I kind of said that earlier. He definitely went to see how bad of it, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe UCF gets blown out and I'm over here. I'm at Colorado. That's crazy. I think that's definitely what he wanted to do. Now, it didn't end like that for Cormani. And I do want to talk about the whole work ethic thing because it's clear that Cormani has a poor work ethic. It's clear that it doesn't. My issue with it is that we take it to like this next level and people want to try to like disparage him as a person and XYZ. Yo, some people just don't work hard. Like, that's what I've learned in my short years in this earth. Like, I consider myself a grinder. Please go look up. Go look up that rap battle. You don't know what I'm referencing. That is so funny. I'm a grinder. So I consider myself someone who works hard. I consider myself someone with a decent work ethic. And something that I've learned is that some people just don't got it, yo. Some people were born with the talent, and they're gonna let the talent take them as far as it is. If I'm being honest with you, Cormani strikes me as a person who doesn't even like football that much. Like I don't think he wants to, because he's a 6'3", 5-star cornerback. If he wanted to even kind of try, like we kind of missed that in this whole conversation because he does do a lot of knucklehead things. But Cormani McClain is a freak of nature when it comes to his position. Or maybe 6'2", but 6'3", 6'2", long, lengthy cornerback. If he just tried a little bit, like, that's why people say like, oh, people were overhyping Colorado. It's like, yo, they had a 5-star 6'3" corner who was one of the best players in all of, what was it, Alabama or Florida? I forgot where he came out of. But like, I'd overhype them too. And you got Travis Hunter, and you got so I think I don't know. I think it's just a different perspective. I think we need to understand who can and who can't work hard. Cormani McClain might just be a guy who can't work hard, but he's a young kid. I don't want all this smoke about it. He definitely burnt this bridge, and I think college is definitely teaching him a lesson, and I'm hoping that this game even was a bigger lesson for him, right? And it keeps going. And to double back on that point about him deleting it, he definitely deleted it because they won. I don't think they deleted it because Florida was like, whatever. He was trying to be like, oh, y'all not that good. These Florida boys handled you, and that didn't happen because Colorado has a bunch of Florida boys on it. But regardless, this was a cool little video. You know us, we don't watch full videos here. We don't take people's content. We're not gonna, I don't think, get into the actual reactions. We are gonna read some of y'all's comments about the last one, just me reporting on the actual situation here. So let's talk through this. He came to watch Colorado get beat down, but was disappointed. I'd have to agree. That's exactly what we're talking about. I have to agree. That's exactly what he came for. That is exactly what he came for. This is the closest Cormani has gotten to the field since being back in Florida. He's not wrong. He's not telling lies. Football is like a family. Cormani didn't care about CU, therefore nobody cares about Cormani. I don't know if I can go that far, but I do, and I will say being on a team is like a family, and being committed to it is very important if you want to be able to thrive in it long term. Cormani wore his Colorado shirt with his number. No, he didn't, dog. That was a Fear of God shirt. That was just a generic shirt, dog. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we just you can't play into it too much, man. That was just a generic. Oh my God, Cody Rhodes is on Pat McAfee show. I wish people would stop giving this kid attention. He hasn't done a dang thing. He came to the game. Who cares? I mean, I gotta agree too. I'm maybe not about the attention thing, because again, for as much like as we're saying, oh, he's doing all this thing, since the video, he hasn't done anything bad, and even the video is not bad. Like, I mean, I guess he still wasn't showing up to workouts. He still wasn't doing that at Florida because he got disciplined at Florida too. But again, these aren't like earth-shattering things. He's not getting, and look, I'm not saying this is the bar, but you know, he's not getting in serious trouble, but he's not doing the work that he needs to be doing, and he's getting the results of what happens when you don't do the work. You're not on the field, and everybody's making fun of you for it. And the reason why he has so much attention is because he clearly has so much talent. He clearly has so much potential. If he even cared, he could clearly ball out. Dude disrespected Coach Prime in the program. No chance Colorado will take him back. Late for meetings and practice, poor grades, garbage attitude. He played himself. This is all factual, and that's where we're gonna end it, man. I can't unspell it or despell it more than that. Cormani McClain is in the boat that he's in, but let's not always try to make him be a super duper villain. I think he's a kid that's learning, and I hope he learns, and I hope the next update I have about Cormani McClain is positive, but I'm not sure about it. But I appreciate Matt Be Great for the great video. Y'all go watch it. Y'all go check him out, and do what you need to do. Appreciate y'all commenting. Appreciate y'all watching these videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Dislike if you didn't enjoy it. Comment. Tell me what you want to see content-wise, and we'll hear from you next time, all right? Peace. I tell you to subscribe, bell, click it, blick it, wick it.